Welcome again to Get Your Life Together podcast. It is POK, your host. How have you guys been? It's been a while, yes. Like I always tell you, I don't have my life figured out yet. I'm just figuring it out with you guys, and I'm learning on the pace. It's been a while. I have some exams I had to do, focusing on them. I had some other programs I had to do, traveling here and there. But we're back fully now. We're back fully now. And we'll be discussing one important topic today, getting started with digital marketing in 2024. So I have a general here with me, a startup founder, a salesperson, a marketing professional. When I always tell people, you learn in digital marketing, you better go learn sales. Because if you don't know sales, you don't have enough experience, you don't have enough ingredients to be a very good digital marketing chef. I always say that let us cook, let us cook. So I call myself a chef. I like cooking, marketing content, cooking, marketing strategy. So knowing sales is one of the good ingredients that will make you a very good chef in the digital marketing space. And that is why this my guest today is the best person to come and discuss this topic with. Okay, because it's grounded in sales, grounded in marketing, conventional marketing, traditional marketing, digital marketing as well. So he has the knowledge. And welcome to the show, Ayo Olofin. How are you doing, brother?
Hi, okay. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for the opportunity to impact the people. What I really like doing, and the last time we spoke, and this time again, it's a big opportunity to talk to the people wherever they are hearing and listening to this podcast. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Okay, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I'll be heading straight to it. And what I've seen in the last 2 years, I believe if you have a course around getting started with digital marketing, learning marketing, uh, getting started with social media marketing or whatever that you did in 2022, trust me, it's no longer relevant in 2024.
Obviously,
That's my
100%.
uh-huh. So I believe so. I don't know if one of the what would you say is the most impactful innovation so far that you think has impacted the way you do digital marketing. Let's start from there.
Yes, number one thing is that the customer behaviors have changed. There is an evolution there. That's number one. From the idea of mass market to micro moments, mass
Mm,
market to micro moments. The fragmentation of media and attention has changed. Really,
mm,
that is. There's now an on demand of right expectations. I want to get it right. So you have to now put in the strategy of capturing that micro moment. So the idea of customer behavior has changed totally. And over the years, that's one of the things that actually changed even the psychology of digital interactions in general.
See, one of the things, speaking of customer behavior, I did a course on Coursera. It's called Branding Behavior and Business. It was a course by London Business School. I actually believe that course is one of the courses that helped me in my early days of marketing. And it's one of the
Yeah.
things that made me so grounded in marketing. I always call it marketing because I don't like the way people try to, make digital marketing look like Instagram marketing. Yeah.
I
People have
get
made it
that
look like,
clearly.
people have made it look like if you are talking about digital marketing, everybody mind goes to Instagram and TikTok. And digital
Yeah.
marketing is broad, man.
Advertising.
It's way more than that. It's way more than
It's
that.
they stay on advertising. The fact that if I really even want to define marketing, I would define marketing as all the strategy, not only advertising, all the strategy that it embodies all the strategy for a
Mhm.
company or individual to get their goal. And the goal
Yeah.
of any individual in business and even in any company is sell.
It's, it's,
They want to
it's so
sell.
sad.
They want to sell. So they help marketing help them to achieve that goal. So
That
marketing
goal.
embodies all that strategy. So it's not advertising. A lot of people make mistake of advertising, just go on Facebook ad, put some. In fact, a developer can say, okay, I want to go on Facebook ad, do some tweaks,
Yeah,
and it's more than that, way deeper than
yeah.
that.
Hmm. Like I was saying, so that course actually helped me understand consumer behavior. It made me
Yeah,
now understand that okay, this part, if I see an ad, for example, I analyze the ad, I look at the
mm,
headline, I click on it, I go to the funnel, I try to examine it, I try to see the behavior the marketer is trying to, the emotion, the cravings the marketer is trying to spark. So that course helped me understand that every billboard, there's a behavior, there's an emotion they are trying to spark. Every billboard, every advertising, every content. So I started seeing these things way more than, oh, let's just do content. I started seeing the behavior around people. I started seeing the fact that, okay, a color, how having a green color, a shop now button can just make a difference to all of the things you're doing.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I believe one of the things that people should actually do, which they want to learn digital marketing in 2024, is to take consumer behavior courses. I don't
It's
know
very
if
important.
you think what
Yeah,
you
it's
think
very
about.
important. See, there's a huge psychology. When anytime I tell people, if you want to really
Yeah,
be very good in
psychology.
marketing, take psychology courses. Now, this is the reason. Human behavior, the more we improve, we move in technology, it affects every area of our lives. The human interaction and consumer consumption will change. It is a level of, okay, like when we're young, we listen to Super Story.
Mhm.
This is Super Story. And,
Yeah.
the way we reacted to Super Story and
Mhm.
Nollywood movies were different from where we are reacting to movies now. And now there's no Super Story again. There's BB Niger. Everybody is running, is going crazy. And there was the time there was who want to be a millionaire and all of that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
idea that what we consume as consumers or as prospects actually shape our environment, which actually lead to the path thing, the brain. So the
Mm.
psychology of human, when you interact, there's a psychology of human that you need to understand in marketing. It has
Yeah.
totally changed. It's an idea
You
of
know,
it's the of the technology actually.
yeah. The behavior change over time. That's why this whole thing about attention span and all those kind of things.
Dopamine, the
Yeah.
dopamine driven. Let me give an example on TikTok. Why do you think? Why do you think you want to go on TikTok, for example, if care is not taking you, use like 3 hours?
You'll be there, man. You
You'll
will
be there.
have to
And guess what? Guess what? The funniest thing about that platform, except you have something you really want to do and you did not do it, you will never regret that you were on there for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because you probably will see, when ladies come and they shake, they twerk, they shake their bum bum and all of that on that platform. What happens is that it keeps giving you more interesting context, more
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
interesting videos. So there's a dopamine driven engagement on that platform.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You
everybody
know,
stays here.
the crazy thing about understanding psychology and consumer behavior. I like that we're starting this podcast on that particular note because I believe it's the
Yeah,
ground to whatever you're going to be learning in digital marketing.
yeah.
And
Even says,
well, yeah, even so, one of the things I've understood over time is that if you can know the basics of something,
yeah.
like if you can know it like very, very well, know the basics, know the 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1, 0, know the basics, know that force is equal to mass times acceleration. So regardless of even if they did not give you mass, you know how to find mass. If they don't give you acceleration, you know how to find
Yeah,
acceleration. You get what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
yeah.
So you know that A is equal to B times C. Now, B can change to whatever in the future.
Yeah,
B can be
anything at all.
Instagram, B can be TikTok.
Yeah,
They can create an app tomorrow and call it Lights, and everybody's going
yeah,
crazy over it. You know,
yeah.
C is this. But you know that whatever is A, B, and C, B and C will always give you A. So
God bless you.
I think that we are starting with consumer behavior and psychology. That is why
Yeah,
one of the best books I've ever read in my life is Power of Habits. It's
it's very great book.
a whole lot of business and
Very
marketing
great
psychology
book.
in that book. A whole lot. They'll show
You
you
know,
how.
you know, I tell my mentee, I have only one mentee right now that I'm actually taking into the journey of the digital marketing. Uh, Yeah, she's very, very serious. And we met really online. She saw my ad and she really, entered the DM and all of that. And we just paid for the mentorship and we started. This is the thing, brother. There is, in marketing especially, the basics, the basics of marketing is the foundation of marketing.
Yeah, the
The
basics.
basics of marketing is the foundation of marketing. Some people might just jump, reading, getting the basics of marketing from online, what people say, then now started reading advanced book on
Mhm.
marketing,
Yeah.
advanced book on marketing. You will come back to the basics. The basics are the foundation of everything called marketing. There's really nothing. There's really nothing
Yeah.
you want to talk about, you want to say under no circumstances that you have to, I'm talking about content marketing. You must know. See, even if you are going to base on something later, I told her, even if you are going to base on something later, maybe okay, I want to be known as the search engine optimization guy or search engine
Mm.
optimization lady or this thing.
Yeah.
You want to stay there. You must understand content marketing. You must
Mhm.
understand social media marketing as well. You must understand pay-per-click advertising, analytic data interpretation. All of those things are very, very important to understand. So
Because you're gonna
people,
need them.
yeah, you need them. People who leave the basics of data marketing, fly into other part of marketing, we come back, like you said, we come back to learn the basics again and again and
Basics.
again because it's the
Yeah.
foundation. Now, for example, the method could change, like we know,
Mhm.
like we've seen over the years, but the mission can never change. The method is to make sure we know the method is how we get to the mission, but the mission is
Mhm.
to make sure we achieve a company or individual achieve the goal, and the goal is selling. That's
Yes.
it.
It's simple. It's like this is it. You want to get the attention of people and you want to sell them stuff.
Yeah,
It's
simple
that
as that.
simple. You want their attention and you want to sell them stuff. So now,
Simple as
either you're going to get their attention through Instagram or TikTok, or you get their attention through articles, or you do video, or you get influencers to do it for you. What? You see, we're not calling a lot of ways. Or you write emails to them. What do you want? You need their attention. You need
yeah,
their so the basics is if you want to drive attention of people, that is marketing. You want to
yeah,
get their attention. Because when they give you attention, you can sell them stuff. You cannot collect
yeah,
their money. So how
yeah,
you get their so what are people doing to get attention? That's the whole thing you study about at that time. What will make them happy?
yeah,
What
yeah,
will I mean? So that when you are creating content, when you call yourself a content marketer and you are
yeah.
done preparing, let me say, an email marketing copywriter or a
Mm,
content or SEO, you're done with your copy. And after writing that copy, if you know the basics of marketing, which is the psychology, which is the consumer behavior, you start asking yourself questions like, okay, what emotion will this my content? What will this spark? Will it,
yeah,
after this person is done reading this email, will they want to buy? Will they feel happier? Will they I basically no, I focus more on e-commerce companies because that's
yeah,
like my need.
yeah.
Every email
Bad,
that we are
baddest
sending
guy.
out, yeah, baddest. I don't. It's not about pride. I'm the baddest e-commerce guy you can have.
Let's go,
Yeah.
bro. Let's go. That's it. That's
No, no,
it.
no,
That's
no.
it.
I took my time to study that shit. I took my time to study it, man. It's crazy. So Every email that is going out, what are we trying to spark? We want to spark a craving of talking in them. We want to spark a craving of, oh, they want to take them. They want to wear Chanel. Want to spark a craving of, oh, see this agbada, it will look so good on you. It's all craving. And then once that craving is there, what will they do? They bring out their credit card and they'll buy from you. So
That's it.
we've been able to establish that the first thing you should do in 2024, because the industry is so complex and it is evolving, is for you to go back to the basics and study the
Yes,
basics.
understand the customer behavior. Yeah,
Understand the basics like very good. Take your time. Take your
yeah,
time. That's because
yeah,
once you get the basics, whatever they are bringing, oh, we want to do performance mass marketing. They might start calling it growth. They might start calling it growth hacking. It's still the same thing.
yeah.
They want to get
Obviously,
attention and tell their stuff. Either they call it growth or they call it digital marketing or they call it SM or they call it SEO. All of the names and jargons comes down to
yeah,
getting attention and selling them stuff. But I want to
yeah.
go now to the next stage. After
Okay,
studying the basics, because we cannot even, if you want to discuss the whole digital marketing thing, we don't have the time. So we know that if you know the basics and you hold it very well as the fundamentals, you will thrive in many areas of digital marketing. But
yeah,
people get some things wrong. For example, agency, freelance, and startup. I started my career with a startup. I think is the best. Some other people might think it's for you to start with an agency. Some will say, don't work for anybody, freelance. I don't know what you think. What has been your experience?
okay. One of the advice I would, or pieces of advice that I could give anybody is that now you know the basics. The basics, just know how to analyze data. It's very important. It's part of the basics. The next thing is to find a comfortable place that will make you learn. Don't
Mm,
go for the money first. Do not go for the money. But if the money comes while you are trying to learn, it's okay. It's part of it. But the first thing is for me, like I say, for example, I started as a freelancer. I didn't start in a company.
mm,
I started as a freelancer. I started freelancing. Now, freelancing is that you can do intern in a company you know that will help you grow, give you more responsibility to learn more after you've actually learned the basics than just sitting and thinking one miracle will come. The miracle will not come. The miracle that will come is that marketing will leave you. That's the miracle that will
mm.
come.
Marketing is practical. It's not theory. You know it by
It is
doing
not theory. It is never a theory. So that's why when you want to get into a company, they really ask you, what is your experience like? It is
it. Mm,
important because at the end of the day, they want to see what you've done because they know marketing is practical. It's not something you read in a book or finish in a university and sit down and started waiting. No, you have to get, you can build your portfolio too. You can try using yourself, your portfolio, you can try putting something together for yourself. The most
mhm.
important thing, the moment you get the basics, get a place get a place or something that will give you the necessary responsibility to actually improve and move faster. That's
Yeah.
what I would say.
Yeah, either it's an agency or freelance or startup.
Anything at all.
It's about a
Anything at all.
place where you can actually practice,
Yeah.
where you can practice. And then
The place on hand experience.
yeah, one of the beautiful things about marketing is this. I always tell people that if you are not generous, you definitely fail in marketing. And they also look at me like, what is the correlation between generosity and marketing? I
It's
say, oh,
called
calm
it's
down.
called it's called reciprocity
Yeah,
in the hierarchy.
yeah. You are new to the game. You just started this. You just started this thing. You've taken one or two courses. But you want me to pay you 150,000? Really? It doesn't work that way. So if you are
That's
starting in
50K
this space,
box. Ah,
mhm, and you gathered skills around social media, You gather skilled around, you know the basics of marketing, you know the whole product price and promotion. If you know those things, you are concrete, you are solid, you feel okay, you know. By that time, you are new, you are about 6 months into it. What you should do is to find a friend or
Mm,
somebody in your street that is struggling and try to market them. If people don't give you a chance, go build your own chance. I always tell people this.
mm,
So a guy came to me and he was like, "Oh, he's looking for internship." And I told him that, "Oh, there's internship around you now. Just pick anyone you like." He said,
mm.
"Mm, yeah." He said he's applying. I said,
Wow.
and I told him that you don't have to apply for internship if you are 6 months into this thing. He said, really? And I said, if you are 1 year into it, yeah, you can look for an internship. Maybe you want to have a kind of structured kind of place that is structured in a proper company. We are 6 months in. I told him that there's internship around you now. Just pick anyone. He said no. He said I said okay. In your street, what are the businesses in your street that you can mention? He said there's a club. I said yeah, there's a club in your street. I said you are looking for internship. He said the club is not hiring. I said no now.
Okay.
The club will not hire you now. You want them to pay you. You are 6 months into this. Nobody will pay
Yeah.
you. And I told him that okay, does the club have a social media page? He said no. So really? So how about you walk up to the how about you build a social media plan, write it in a PDF, and go submit it to the manager and tell the manager, I'm gonna get you a social media account, an IG account today and a TikTok account. I'm gonna start it now. In 3 months' time, in 90 days, I'm gonna
This is
get you
what you get.
5,000 followers.
Simple as that.
The only thing I need from you is to allow me come into this club to record content when I shoot, when I want. And my phone, like you see, my phone is not good enough. So you as the manager, I'll be using your iPhone to record those contents so that I can post. Oh, we'll be needing graphics, but don't mind. I also have a friend who is learning graphic designing. It's not good enough, but we can use it up. And once we grow, we do. And if you and I told him that, do you think if you don't even if you don't get 3,000 followers in 90 days, do you think you will have a job in 90 days? He said yes. So I was like, that's the problem. So
Yeah.
I'm setting that example to see how people miss out on opportunities to practice their skill. To practice the skill.
There's a really basic idea that I tell people, most of the people I've seen who really do not like going out and they really want to do digital marketing. It's okay, but you can be online and do anything. You just have to understand four things. See, anytime you are going, that's why for me, if you are going to approach a company, and this is one of the problems, you approach a company without doing any research about them. This
About
is one of
them.
the newbies in this generation. They approach companies and they say, I want to do this. You don't even know the color of that company. You don't even understand. So there are the 4 P's of marketing, right? The 4 P's of
Mhm.
marketing. The products, number one thing. You have to
Yeah.
think, okay, this company I want to approach, what is their product like? Because that's why company just say this person, they might not be serious. The products and the point of sale, the POS, the point of
Mhm.
sale of any company
Mhm.
you must know before you even approach them for anything, especially when you are trying to get intern in digital marketing or you just want to be generous to any company or individual.
Mhm.
Point of sale, you must understand their point of sale. And number three,
Mhm.
you must understand their pricing.
Yeah.
Their pricing. Their pricing. Okay, what do they sell? Do they sell services? Do they sell products? What are
Mhm.
they of? And the last one is that you must understand promotion.
Mhm.
Where are they promoting their stuff?
So
Where
that's what you
is
bring
their
to
own
them.
target audience? So that's when you have all of these pieces, You are coming to them with a prepared mind, like someone who is extremely serious about their craft. So if you are writing to me, for example, as a co-founder of a company, even if we need you or we do not even need you, we write to me, I ask you some questions, and I say, oh, this person has actually done a lot of research about Sphere, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the problems that people in this generation, Gen Zs, don't have, the fact that the idea of putting power into research is a problem. And the
Because you
moment
need time
you are
to
not,
research.
yeah,
You need time. You need time to research.
a
Which
lot of
is going
time.
to take me to, yeah, we should take me to this next question. Building in public and building in private. I don't know. I always tell my people because I built my life. I built my own stuff in public. When I started writing, I was I went to speak at the fellowship recently, and somebody asked me that how can I get started in content writing? I was like, really? I don't need to. I said, start from your WhatsApp now. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
you
actually.
like, people always expect one kind of advanced solution to the solution to a
Mm,
lot of things. Even if a solution is advanced, how you can how you can break it down will determine its adoption.
mm,
When Apple started building computers, they built a computer that will do a lot of things. People didn't adopt it. Then later they started building computers that could just do finance.
simple stuff. Yeah.
And people adopted it. So making those complex solutions. So you want to learn content writing, start from your WhatsApp now. Start writing there.
Engage people.
And
Engage people.
mm,
Really.
Twitter comment section on LinkedIn. Right there. Right there. So I'm of the opinion that people should build in public. Whatever level you are in your career, build in public. You don't have to speak from a perspective or from a position of authority or that you can go online. You don't have to say this is how SEO should be done. No, you can say I read this about SEO. I think SEO will do well in this way. I might be wrong. So if you're wrong, people will be generous with you in the comments. Yeah, they'll be graceful. Yeah, awesome, but this is wrong because this will not work. They will educate you. You will learn more. But if you are speaking from if you're a newbie and you want to speak from I know it all perspective. That is why people will pounce on you online.
That's what the
So
guru
I don't
tell
know
the
what you think
gurus tell them.
about that.
Yeah, that's what the gurus tell them. Go and quickly make authority. That's what the
Mm,
gurus say. See, I have I have a very great opinion about this, and you are very correct with what you said. Um, people sometimes people want to be extremely excellent. They want to portray total excellence. They
yeah.
want to be perfect, and it can
No
never happen.
flaws.
It can never happen. See, let me tell you, the truth is this. Some of the comedians who actually blew in 2020, because most of these comedian actually really went up in
During the
2020,
COVID.
where yeah, COVID, everybody that was home. And when they start, okay, for example, I think it was not 2020, it was even recently. For example, Lai Wasabi, right? I think it was last year Lai Wasabi started coming into really great limelight.
Mhm.
It was early last year. But when people went down Lai Wasabi's page, they saw some things.
Mm.
And then I want
Substance.
to tell you, substance. The most important thing they saw was growth.
Yeah.
When Lai Wasabi was not perfect, he should have been in his
So
house uploading video for doing the videos for his family. But he was putting it on social media.
yeah.
And when people now see how this guy has been, and some of his this thing has been, some of them were very good, and now see the growth. People actually connect with you well when they see your step of growth. So
Mm-hmm.
don't be perfect going online. Go online,
You have,
show yourself, open to people, ask questions, build. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, some people are really afraid of the fact that when starting out, they really quickly want to make money. For example, and I think I started making money really well with digital marketing
mm-hmm.
earlier after taking, but digital marketing wasn't that's really really of a noise in this part of the world when we started. So it was more about, I started with freelancing, working with companies, different companies, just let me do this, and I started learning from there. Now that could actually make you busy. So the extent that you might not have the time for doing that online, but you must do, because
That,
now online is not the front end of our life. Offline is the back end.
yeah,
So you have to come there. So you don't need to be perfect to do. Open up, do your thing, and make sure you improve. People will see growth and people will patronize you. Trust me.
definitely. I just agree with me that we should build in the public. Especially for spaces like ours, which is the marketing space, digital
Yeah.
marketing. It's called digital for a reason. It's happening. Everything is happening in the digital space. That's why most of the time I look at people. You'll be building a digital product, and then you'll be telling me, we need to go to the market still. No, stress me. It's a reason why. Yeah, you know, I always argue that there was a client of mine. We had a business person, a business developer that came in, and then he was suggesting that we should start doing some marketing, like going to the street, and I was like, really? Do you know? Do you know what advertising is doing for you? Before you walk up to one person and talk to that person for 20 minutes, ads would have shown your products to about millions of people in that same space. It's
Millions.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then instead of you'll be knocking the gate of people. Advertising will put you and your product inside their phone. Even when they are in the restroom, they will be seeing your product.
Mm,
Just check their phone. So
yeah.
people don't still know the power of digital marketing. I say, oh, you don't still know the power. Which should now take me to the next question, which is AI, ChatGPT, and all.
Ah,
Uh,
these are big, big stuff,
see,
bro. Big, big stuff.
yeah, I tell people who was asking me that, I say I use AI now. I use ChatGPT. I write my content, I put it in, I use the right prompt, and say, look,
Yeah.
2024, you are telling somebody that you are not using AI. Somebody that use AI will replace you.
100%. 100%.
And like, it's a tool
100%.
now. It's just like when we
Productivity.
have, yeah, you have to do stuff faster and accurate. So,
Yeah.
but as a newbie, I find it challenging when they depend on ChatGPT, for example. And that's one of the things I want us to focus on. Say, for example, a copywriter. Me, for example, I learned copywriting in the early days of my career. I read like uh, about three
Books.
books on copywriting. Yeah, listened to copywriting podcast, wrote a lot of copies. So I know where I'm going to when I'm looking for a company. And I can use AI. But a newbie, for example, that has not used, that does not know copywriting, does not know the whole AIDA process and all of these
Yeah.
things, does not
Yeah.
know the journey
I did.
to getting a good copy, does not know those things. How can they use AI? I don't know. I don't have a judgment yet if it is good or bad. But I think as a newbie, we shouldn't depend a lot on it and try to build something first before using these tools.
Yeah. In my book, Sales Trinity, I actually talked about that. I talked about that, the idea of copywriting and art of copywriting and all of that. This is the thing, my brother. My mentee, I told her, you know what? Forget about AI for now. I give her an
Hmm.
assignment. She brought back an AI prompted
Mm,
um, answer for me. This is the thing. I get to know that it was AI almost from the first line.
mm,
And you know why? Because this person, she's a newbie. So the actual reason AI exists is for ideas.
mm,
That's the actual reason, is for ideas. So
mm.
as a newbie, you cannot interpret the power. You cannot interpret the idea inside what AI prompt for you. Yet, as someone like me, I've been in the space for close to a decade. If AI prompt something for me, I will edit it. I will work
You know
with
where
it.
you're going to
This is an
now.
idea. Do you get? So if you're a newbie, for me, I will say you can let AI teach you more. AI could teach you more about all of these things, but
Yeah.
don't depend on AI for your work. It to give you an idea or ideas, don't depend on AI for your work. In digital marketing, is more than AI. The
Mm,
strategy, you have to ask AI questions of strategy, not really what can I do. If
mm-hmm.
this happen, if this happen, if I join this, if I want to sell this, if I sell this, what will be the reaction of the customer? You make AI to give you ideas on how to move, not actually prompting content to you and copy and paste it. So as a newbie, my final advice is that do you can use social media, but even if a little, even if you don't want to, if you really think you can't do without AI, just use it for idea. But if you can do with AI, to be a whole lot of benefit for you. Because there's one book, Dan Kennedy, the marketing guru or something like that, that I read earlier in 2017, I think.
Mm,
That book changed my perspective about copywriting because I started writing really well after that book.
mm.
So
You.
you cannot ask AI Dan Kennedy books or this person Joel blah 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 book. What did he say?
Mhm.
Break it down. That is AI for you as a newbie. Do you get? So if you can do with AI, little, but if you cannot, if you know you cannot do with AI, just use it a little bit. But I will advise leave AI for some time, maybe for a year plus. Focus
Mhm.
on the real work as a newbie.
Yeah, thank you, Ayo, for that. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
also believe that no, first, like we said, go learn the basics. Go learn
Yeah.
as a graphic designer. Go learn graphic design first. Go learn how to use it before you start using AI graphic design. Go as a video editor. Go learn video editing first. Go learn it before you start using it. Yeah, AI tools, they are meant to complement you. They are meant to complement you,
Mm,
not to
correct,
work.
Sally.
Yeah, you're meant to. Yeah, that's a.
And one
So,
thing I really want to establish quickly before we go is that people should understand the difference between the tool and the skill.
yeah.
There are
So
two
this
different
AI,
things.
mm,
They are tools, they are not the skill. So go get the skill before you start using the tool. For
so
example, I can go on Canva and design a lot of things, not because that I know how to use Canva, but
mm,
because I have a little bit of technicality of graphic design.
yeah, you
So
have a
that's
design.
it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So you should see AI as a tool, and then
Yeah,
you need to learn how to use those tools to your
yeah,
advantage. Yeah,
yeah,
just like
yeah.
so it's also very foolish to say, "Ah, I don't use AI. Are you stupid? You don't use it's
You
2024
know,
and you
you know,
don't use
you,
AI.
let me tell you one very funny story. You know, when AI first came out, I mean, the people in my clique, it was myself and IK, who is my co-founder, that got to know
Mhm,
it by ChatGPT first. So, and because I was working with a company outside the country, so it was
mhm,
faster.
mhm,
Bro, I used to keep it though.
mhm.
I used to keep, I'm telling you, I used to keep using AI so that people don't know that this is not my idea.
Mm,
This is my idea. This is not. But later, you got to understand that this is part of our lives.
mhm.
This is a technology we've been actually waiting for the importance on the pushing of
Yeah,
productivity.
I have
Why
to
why
get used
why are
to
you not
it.
using AI in 2024? You must be using AI in 2024.
Advent of AI will make you know that. That's one of the places where I'm going to next. Now, ideas are everywhere. Post two reels on Instagram per day, post two flyers, post on your story, do this, your account will grow. Ideas are everywhere. If you go
Yeah.
to ChatGPT, oh, I'm a fashion brand. I'm into bespoke. I'm into couture. I do this, I do that. Give me a strategy to grow my social media. ChatGPT will tell you. Now, even tell
Simple as
ChatGPT
that.
that this idea, there are some loopholes there, there are some flaws there. Criticize the idea and let me see the loopholes. It will also do that for you. You will see what is not good about the idea. You can
Hmm.
prompt it and prompt it and prompt it till you have a perfect idea. But guess what? If there's no execution, there's no results. So I
Simple
always
as
tell
that.
people, yeah, I always tell people, I say, oh, it's my idea. There's no monopoly of idea anywhere. Whatever it's in your head, tell other people have that idea.
Hmm. I'm telling you.
Yeah, a lot of people have the same idea. So you see, that's why Bootsy was saying that he doesn't sign NDA. You know?
Because sincerely, I just agreed with him the day I saw the video. I just agreed. I'm serious. I just agreed with him.
And you sign NDA as per idea. Idea. Ideas is playing around, man. It's playing around. So that is why you, as a newbie coming into digital marketing space, you need to know that execution is the game changer.
Yeah,
It's
it
what will
is.
differentiate you from every other person.
Yeah.
Get your hands dirty. When I was new into this space, I worked for a brand for 8 months without pay, but I was getting my
See,
hands dirty.
yeah, yeah.
I was getting, I was applying myself. Today, I'm a pro when it comes to advertising for e-commerce. I'm a pro.
You
I've
know,
generated more than, yeah, I've generated more than $1 million this year. I
you
know,
see,
but guess what? I the brand where I started advertising from, I didn't get to that brand as an advertiser. I got there as an email
obviously.
marketer. They needed an
Wow.
advertiser. Yeah, they needed an advertiser, and I stepped up. Like, okay, I'm gonna go
That
learn
was
this
what I
skill.
said. That was what I said. If you notice in the first section, the first part of this podcast, we talked about something, and it was I said, as a digital marketer, learn the skills. You cannot say, okay, oh, in 2 years, I want to be the email marketer guy. You learn all of this. Because see you now, you entered a company as an email marketer. Oh, yeah, yeah. I bet you are their all-time
No,
advertiser
sure,
guru right now.
sure.
Do you
They
get?
know now.
Do you get?
You know,
That's how it
so
is. That's how it works.
that's how I became a complete uh, business developer for e-commerce brand.
Yeah,
I now consult
yeah.
for e-commerce brand because I know what to do in terms of SEO, email marketing, advertising, Shopify development. When I started designing Shopify stores for people, I was like, really? Is it me? I was like, I can't do that before 2 years ago. I can't design a Shopify. That's website development now. And trust me, I did not go learn that from anywhere. It's just me working on the brand, tweaking it here and there, and I was like, oh, let me do this, and that's it.
Simple as that.
So
Simple as that. I
as a
didn't
D,
learn email marketing. I didn't really learn my
mhm,
design, web design. I didn't learn it. I didn't learn graphic design.
applying
But all of these
yourself,
things, we do it today. We do
applying.
it today.
So as a newbie, don't run from work. Don't run.
Don't.
Oh,
Don't.
they are any hire me as a graphic designer. They only hired me as a social media person. They are paying me 30K.
Oh,
I know
oh.
the economy is bad. This are yeah. But see, at the early stage, anything that somebody is pushing to you, see it as an opportunity to apply yourself and
To
grow.
learn and improve. Yeah,
Accept it as a chance to acquire that skill. I was
yeah.
put to advertising. Look at me today. I run out for people. I charge $1,500. I charge $2K. But when I was pushed into that, I could have run away. I say no, there's no
Mm,
argument for this. So
mm.
sometimes I have to do some work on Shopify and adjust some things. I could have said no, I'm just an email marketer. Sometimes, yeah, I I picked up the old Google my business, Google shopping. I could have run away and say, oh,
Yeah.
it's not successful. So as I don't know what you have to say to newbie in terms of execution, because that's what I'm really just talking about. Execution, getting your hands dirty, doing even what you are not called to do, applying yourself. I don't know what you have to say about that.
So, so there's an idea in my head, right? There's an idea in my, like you said, thousands of people have ideas. There's an idea in my head. If, for example, if the Apple idea stays in um Job's brain,
Mhm.
you can never have Apple today. Steve Jobs' idea, you the idea in your head is so beautiful, is so fine. You have it, is so nice,
Mhm.
but the execution is rough, is dirty, is suffocating, is frustrating, and
Yeah.
suffering is the part of the movement in life.
Yeah.
When you know importantly that your head is working. If your head is working, you know that okay, I have this idea. I want to do this for a company, or I've learned it in the book, I've learned it in a video, in anything. Try as much as possible to execute it. Say, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. See, there's something I believe about failure. I rather learn from people who had failed before than learn from people who succeed all their lives. And I think
Yeah.
it really not, there's nothing, I don't think there's something like people who are just successful all their lives. Successful people have passed through the darkest moments that even you that you are still thinking you are in your dark moment. I've not even seen anything of some of these successful guys. So execution is the bold in idea, is the deep in idea. So
Mm.
execution is what you should start doing. Start doing. People will not know you if you don't execute. Posting on that social media and telling people about your journey, it is
Mhm.
execution. Go do it. Having to take more jobs and more responsibility for your personal growth,
Yeah.
do it. Do it. That is the
Yeah.
part of the suffering. Do
Mm.
it. See, internship, for example, people don't even know the meaning of internship anymore. What they do is like they want to come, just see something and go. Take internship seriously as a newbie. Take it seriously. Before you know it, you seriously 1 year, you will be talking as to a close professional.
Mhm. Mhm.
Put in the work. Execution is the best. Idea is nothing. Idea is nonsense.
It's
What
everywhere.
is in your brain is beautiful. What is your brain is fine. The house you want to build right now is too good. Until you start building that house, you will know how much cement costs in Nigeria.
Yeah. It's
Do
it's
you
very
so
it's very crazy. People should
execution
know
is so
that.
important.
People should know that if you're doing an internship, for example, you are an apprentice.
Yeah.
You are there to learn work. You are there to apply your hands. You know, oh, you are a social media manager. Then they give you an email. Help us draft an email to these clients. And no,
Mm.
I cannot draft email. No. And I hope people learn that. Once once the your colleague is dropping the ball, your colleague that is meant to do his own part is not doing it. If you can do it, do it.
I learned
I tell
something from
people
my
that.
dad. I actually learned something from my dad. Sorry for cutting me short. I
Mhm.
learned something very important from my dad. When we were young, when we were growing up, I'm the first child. So there's always something my dad always told me. So I was always, when we used to share the work. When they share the
Mhm.
work and all of that, I get my own done. So when my siblings are not doing it, I will be waiting for them, even if it gets spoiled, I
Mm.
would wait. My dad now said something to me one day. Never wait for what will affect you. Never wait to rectify what will affect you. No matter it is your responsibility or it is not. So that is
Because
stock.
it's affecting you too.
Leadership. Leadership.
Mm.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Leadership. Leadership. See, everybody should know how to do this thing. I tell leadership is not that you have a lot of people in your that you are controlling. Hey, come. No, lead yourself first.
Leave
Yourself.
yourself to start
Take
with.
responsibility. Take responsibility. So since then, in every company I've worked for, I'm talking about all, either in Nigeria or outside the country, they know me for something. My energy is unmatched. Those are people saying, and sometimes those energies is not that I just want to give it out. It's because I've created something in me to make
Mhm.
sure everything I do, even if it is not perfect, is close to. Try my best. Try.
Mhm.
I've had a lot of, series of people who think I even believe in their idea more than themselves.
Yeah, the
Working
way
for
you
them.
carry it. Actually, the
See,
way
that's
in the early days of my career, the way I carried one brand there, I don't want to mention the brand's name. People thought I'm the owner. I was right carrying it.
that's
Seriously.
and you will learn a lot. You will learn a
I,
lot.
don't know,
You will
I
learn a
always have
lot.
there's no regrets. It's like the
No
founder was
regret.
shit. Yes. No regret. I've met a lot of shitty founder, but no regret, man. I always
No
appreciate the
regrets.
fact that they to me. I always see all of these things being at this level. If I'm seeing, let me say, hard shit from somebody like this, I'll just be laughing. You know why? I always say myself that I've seen this before. You are preparing me
It,
for
it
something. You are
is.
preparing
It
me.
is not
You are
something new.
preparing me for something. Somebody is giving you too much work. If you can do it, I'm not saying kill yourself, but if you can do it, just do it. They are helping you grow.
Sincerely speaking.
Yeah,
Sincerely
your
speaking,
colleague is not
bro.
doing I brought it before. Carry their own ball. With your own. If you can, if it's not going to affect you, carry the ball. Okay. They are making you stronger and better. They don't know. They don't know.
I don't
So
know. I
lastly
don't know.
before you go on, I would like us to discuss people that are afraid to transition into marketing. I studied statistics in university, man. So this one I'm
I did.
doing.
I did microbiology.
So I don't. I just leave you to talk about that. You
Well,
don't have to be. You don't need a marketing background to succeed in digital marketing.
at all, you do not. In fact, everybody does marketing. Everybody does marketing. Marketing is not like
At
very
least market yourself.
complicated stuff. Everybody does because everybody who is married today asks their wife or their husband out. And that's one thing I want to tell newbies. You must know how to sell yourself first. Understand the ability of selling yourself. It's very important because the idea of not selling, knowing how to sell yourself, will actually wound you. And that is what we said the other time. Remember, when you are working, you are executing, to sell yourself is easy. It's easier to sell yourself when you are executing. Very easier to sell yourself when you're executing. If you are not doing the hard work, it will be hard for you to sell yourself because what do you want to tell people about you? I learned digital marketing and I stay. So you don't even have, because you've done marketing over and over again in life. In fact, God did marketing by gospel. Gospel is
Mhm.
marketing. Think
Yeah.
about it. He
Evangelism.
said, go to the, yes, evangelism is marketing. He said, go to the world and talk to people about me
Mm.
and bring people back to me. So it means that when you go on evangelism, you bring people to God, you are doing marketing. You are actually
Mm.
doing affiliate marketing for God. You are doing marketing. And he said,
Mm.
your reward is in heaven.
Yeah.
So the idea is that marketing is what you do day to day. You try to convince people. Even when you are in the fuel station, in the filling station, you want to buy fuel, you are saying, "Ah, yeah, do this now." You are bargaining. So
Mm.
at every moment we are doing marketing. So don't be afraid to transition, no matter the background. Just do the basics. Do the basics, understand the basics, know the basics, and from there you can transition to marketing from any kind of background, no matter how it feels. Do you get? So don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid. Marketing is the place you are. Just transition. The transition is even smooth, provided you are ready to put on the work and understand the basics.
Sorry, that's awesome. Ayo. That's it, you guys. You have it. Remember background. You study Yoruba, you study Igbo in school. Just transition. What you need to
And
do is
any
focus on the basics. Mm-hmm. Focus on the
everything.
basics, know the basics, the four pieces of
Yeah,
marketing, channels that you need to focus on, copywriting and whatever. Because
yeah.
the industry is evolving. Learn psychology, like I've said, learn consumer
Very
behavior,
important. Pay per
basics. When you
click, all of those things.
know them, once you know the basics, you'll be fine. Whatever AI is new tomorrow, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
To talk, we've spoken about channels, spoken about AI, ChatGPT, spoken about how you should be generous. Okay, you are new to
Yeah.
the industry. Offer yourself up for service. Offer yourself up for service. Okay, and then build a public. Make nice about yourself. Learn how to market yourself to start with. If you're a marketer and you cannot sell yourself to get job, to get gig, maybe you're not still good enough, and you have to learn more.
So,
Okay, and
so,
before I call this to close, I don't know what will be your last word for my show for today, Ayo.
yeah, I mean, thank you for having me. Okay, I mean, it's an opportunity to actually impact and talk to people again. Every time I come here, I enjoy it because it's conversational. So,
Yeah.
I will tell people, do all of the things we've actually talked about in this podcast. It's very important because the truth is that if you are not trying to put in the hard work, and then let me say this, digital marketing is not for lazy people.
Mhm.
So you have to make sure you know, because if you are lazy, you might think you are still in digital marketing, but digital marketing would have left you. That's the truth.
Mm.
So the laziness destroys. Then read this book. Read this book. It's so important. What's the name of this book? Digital Marketing for Dummies. Is by Ryan Diaz and Bruce and Ineburi or something like that. Ineburi. It's very good. Like digital marketing for dummies. Digital
Yeah.
marketing for dummies is very good book. To get you started as a newbie, you have to know the art, all of those things. Then watch movies. Uh, just make sure you are not lazy. Coming to digital marketing is a great stuff. So and keep listening to following POK.
Yeah.
POK drops a lot of nuggets online. So man is on fire.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so that's there you have it from Ayo Olofin, the general himself in the world of sales. You know, Ayo has a book, Sales Trinity. You should check his
Yeah.
profile on Twitter and social media. He has a book on sales. It's called the Sales Trinity. Trust me, it will also help you because if you learn digital marketing, you should know sales. Trust me. If you don't know sales, it will affect your digital marketing ability as well. So
It's
go check Ayo Olofin out on social media everywhere. It's basically Ayo Olofin. You see his account, you see the link to get Sales Trinity. I'll also attach the link to the book in the description of this podcast. So check it out. That will be all on today's show. Like I always say, take care, soldiers. I'm out.